New day, new 2K25 news drop. Hey, what's up everybody? 𝙇𝙚𝙖 here with NBA 2K Film Room, breaking down some of the biggest 2K25 news to keep you up to date and ready for that September 6th launch. Everything I'm covering in today's video is for next-gen consoles only. If you'd like us to make a video covering the current-gen version, let us know in the comments below. 2K gave us some fire news about the changes to MyNBA and MyGM in this year's game. The information here is all from the Courtside Report, NBA2K's Twitch stream, and the Sit Down with Jeff and LD2K. If you'd like to read or watch them yourself, I'll be sure to link them in the description below. MyNBA_Eras is back. Last year they added the LeBron era, and this year the chef gets his very own, as 2K adds the Curry era into the mix for 2K25. The Curry era picks up after the LeBron era, starting during the 2016 to 2017 season. Play as Curry, KD, Klay, Draymond, and the rest of the Warriors, and rewrite history, or try and topple them with LeBron or any of the other era stars. I think 2K announced this at the perfect time, as Steph is fresh off his iconic gold medal run in the Paris Olympics, and I'm sure most people will want to be able to relive his glory. Another dope feature is how they've completely revamped how you can expand or reduce the league in any era. You're now able to have team sizes anywhere from 12 to 36 players, on top of being able to make changes to the size of your league from year to year. You can also add or subtract up to 6 teams from your league each offseason, instead of only being limited to 6 per save like in past games. I'm actually excited about this, especially for people like Dom, Kenny, Click. Just being able to just imagine all of the chaos and crazy things that they're going to be able to come up with, or any of the other My League guys or My Sim guys, it's going to be dope. The look of how league news is presented will change with each era now as well, going from newspapers to the current social media feed. While it's not a major addition, it's just another cool aesthetic bonus to help you feel more immersed in whatever you're playing in. 2K really went all out with their MyGM mode this year, adding in RPG elements and things from My Career in order to make it a more immersive experience. Not only are you able to walk around and interact with your different staff and players, but they listened, and they are focused on having impactful conversations instead of constantly repeating the same damn. On top of that, this year you're able to choose your GM's backstory. You can choose to be an ex-player, ex-scout, quaint, capitalist, or closer, each coming with their own attributes, strengths, and weaknesses, as well as a unique starting perk and exclusive perk when you reach level 12, which is pretty much MyGM's version of a legend badge. Or you can decide to blaze your own path and do your own thing with the custom category. For me, I'll probably go the Detroit Pistons route and not do anything, just to see what chaos ensues. The starting perks and executive perks for each backstory are as follows. Ex-player. Former player increases team chemistry and raises the natural team chemistry equilibrium. And your level 12 exclusive perk is Lionheart. Players will stay warm and their star player gets hot in elimination games. I know this one is definitely going to be big, especially when it's Game 7. It just gets you closer to takeover. That's probably going to be a dope experience. The next one is X-Scout. Work smarter, not harder. Improve the benefits of all analytics perks by 30%. The level 12 exclusive perk for this one is Smarter and Harder, which improves the benefits of all analytic perks by 60%. And you immediately pick 2 additional analytics perks for free. So like for me, if I'm going X-Scout, this is dope, because not only am I going to be able to boost all of my scouting, everything on that, but I'm now able to grab 2 of the additional analytics perks. So trying to be able to stack as many perks as possible to be able to get the best route, this really might be a great option for those who want to do scouting and really build their team out from the mud. The next option is Savant. The first perk is deluxe away games are treated like home games for player performance and fatigue, and the level 12 exclusive perk is called Yacht Party. So after winning a championship, increase the potential of all your players by 1. Personally, I'm not a fan of this one yet. I have to really dive into the game and see exactly what it can do. But just being able to boost my player performance, I'm not sure how much it's going to be able to boost it. Sure, the fatigue thing is kind of cool, but the fact that I have to win the championship just to be able to increase my player's potential by 1, this one might be up to you. Up next, we have Capitalist. The first perk is called Rest and Relaxation. You replenish all chat points at the All-Star break. Their level 12 exclusive perk is Advanced R&R, which replenishes all chat points at the start of each month. I'm sure that's going to be dope. Chat points are going to be very important in this game, so this might be something that can really help you. I can't wait to really be able to dive into this one. The next option is Closer. The starter perk is called Well Connected, so opposing GMs are more likely to make favorable trades, while the level 12 exclusive perk is called Puppet Master, which makes opposing GMs will occasionally come to you with incredibly favorable trades. So if you're trying to finesse the system or trying to be on your best Brad Stevens game, this might be the backstory for you. And the last one is Custom. The starter perk is Generalist Snack, which increases the number of chat points by 2, and the level 12 exclusive perk is Flourish of Inspiration, which after you use a chat point, you improve player and staff morale by 5 per chat point spent. I'm really interested to see how both Custom and Capitalist both use chat points in different ways. Let us know in the chat which one you're rocking with early. Me personally, I'm probably gonna rock with X Scout or Closer for the first ones, just to be able to see exactly what happens, because some of these perks are OP. As you level up, you'll gain attribute points that you can put into the different attribute categories, which are split in between offensive coaching, defensive coaching, sports medicine, business, charisma, and analytics. Each one gives different benefits to you and your team, as well as unlocks several unique conversation options. Think of it like speech check in games like Fallout and stuff like that. If your rating isn't high enough in that category, you won't have access to that particular response, and it might impact how that interaction plays out. 2K also warned us that the routes you unlock by your attributes aren't always the best option based on your situation, but the harder the objective, the more experience you'll receive. I'm interested to see all of the options. You saw there are at least 4 of them there. It's really gonna make you think. I'm wondering how much of an impact they're really gonna have on the game, your morale, and honestly, if you could get fired or not. I guess we'll really see. You can read more information on this in the NBA 2K Courtside Report, link below. While you're at it, be sure to like and subscribe to our channel. It'll help us out, and you can stay up to date with everything 2KFR all 2K25 long. The attribute categories are broken down this way. Offensive coaching improves the team's offensive attributes. So if you want to be like most 2K players and just want to score buckets, this is the one to focus on. Or you can go defensive coaching. Defensive coaching improves the team's defensive attributes. So you could be more of a Tom Thibodeau. You could be more in the realm of that. Sports medicine improves the team's training and reduces the impact of injuries. Business improves team attendance. Charisma very slightly affects trades and contract negotiations. And lastly, analytics improves your scouting. 2K wanted to give players more control to build their GMs and teams however they like, allowing players to choose from over 55 different perks. Just like your attributes, you'll gain new perks as you reach level 4, 8, 12, and 16. But once you reach level 20, which is the max, you will be granted not 1, but 2 additional perks. 2K also confirmed that they will be releasing more perks as the year goes on. Love to see 2K adding in more of an RPG element to this year's game, as well as being able to try keep this game engaging throughout the entire game cycle. We know games like this, it just sometimes just becomes repetitive, so it's cool to see them trying to keep the game fresh all year long. The 55 MyGM perks are also broken down to 6 additional categories, starting with coaching. The first one being Deep Bench. Bench players have all attributes increased by 4, but the top 5 players all have their attributes lowered by 2. You can see this one being a little crazy, but hey, sometimes you want to have a stronger bench. Expert Shot Doctor increases all shooting attributes by additional 3. This also goes hand in hand with Shot Doctor, which originally increases all shooting attributes by 3. Floor General, players have the offensive abilities boosted when using the play call function. Hot Streak increases all attributes by 3 when on a 3-game win streak, but lowers them by 2 when you're not on a streak. So high risk, high reward. Interior D-Master, highly effective developing player abilities centered around defending the basket. And then you have the opposite, Perimeter D-Master, highly effective with developing player abilities centered around on-ball defense. And the final one for this category, Top Heavy. The top 5 players have all attributes increased by 2, but bench players all have their attributes lowered by 2. So if you have, just your top 5 guys that you're rocking with, or, you want to cheese and just take off fatigue, this might be a badge you want to focus on. Up next, You have the training perks. You have Intense Trainer, which increases the vertical strength, hustle, and potential of players by 2. Sports Psych, which uses sports psychology to increase player morale and team chemistry. Sports Science, which players are less likely to get injured due to this trainer's preventative work. Physio, players heal faster when rehabbing using this trainer's sophisticated programs. Sleep Doctor, helps players to optimize their schedules to increase fatigue recovery. Load Management, players that play less than 15 minutes do not suffer from fatigue. Business, Big Budget, which increases the number of bonus staff by 2. We'll get into that a little bit later. Marketer, increases home attendance by 7.5. Team Effort, attendance does not decrease when star players are out. Strength in Numbers, increases all player attributes by 2 when playing at a sold-out home game. Revolving Door, increases the abilities of staffers, but they are less likely to resign. Got another high-risk, high-reward one. Franchise Legacy, players that have been on the team 10 plus years increase attendance and are much happier, as well as more likely to re-sign. Charisma category, Collaborator, the other GMs are more likely to trade. Good Rapport, staffers are more likely to resign. Lovable Loser, team chemistry is barely lowered for losing. So this one, might be a good one if you're taking on a team that you really have to build. Loyalty O, players are more likely to stay with the team. Recruiter, free agents are more likely to sign with your team. And lastly for this category, Winning Culture. Team chemistry is increased even more for winning. With analytics, you have Anthropologist, much better scouting for foreign players. Data Analyst, each scouting trip returns more information. Data Broker, all prospects start with a higher amount scouted. Eavesdropper, gain free scouting based on prospects' popularity. Forward Expert, increase all scouting done on forwards. Guard Expert, increase all scouting done on guards. Search Engine Optimization, +1 pass IQ, shot IQ, and defensive IQ for every game played against that team previously in the season. So this one might be dope playing against the same team in your conference, or you might know that you'll see them in the playoffs. This could have you right. In the others category, you have Chat Connoisseur, which further increases your number of chat points by 4. Coaching Specialist, which improves the GM offensive and defensive attributes by 1. Gift of Gab, which increases the number of chat points by 2. MBA and Smile, which improves the GM's business and charisma attributes by 1. Top-notch Facilities, improve the GM's sports science and analytic attributes by 1. Training Specialist, improve the GM's sports medicine attributes by 2. And lastly, Trendsetter, which reduces the difficulty for all governor conversation checks. That one might be a must-have because from what I heard with this game is that if you get fired, it's game over. There's no switching to another team. There's none of that. It's just automatic restart. I talked about it a little bit earlier, but I want to get into it now. The last thing was My Staff. My Staff has also been revamped. They've reduced the possible 17 staff positions down to the core 7. Your governor, GM, assistant GM, chief financial officer, or your CFO, the head coach, head scout, and team doctor. And now you can hire bonus staff under each department as needed. I love this addition because I know for me sometimes I don't want to deal with all of that. I'm playing the game to have fun and enjoy myself, not to have a virtual full-time job on top of an actual full-time job. Just allowing the players the choice of how to play the way they want to play is a huge W for me. MyEra and MyGM are looking like fun game modes to play this year, but we want to hear from all of you. Are these changes a W or an L? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you made it this far in the video, be sure to like and subscribe as it will really help the channel grow. If you want to check out more NBA 2K25 news, click on the video in the top right, or grab a snack and check out our entire 2KFR NBA 2K25 playlist by clicking the video in the bottom right. Catch you all in the next video. Peace.